Okay, Matt, before we get into my questions, what's Betashares Direct? Why should anyone use it? Why should we care?
I'm happy to start here, Glenn. Thank you. Betashares Direct is a new investing platform designed to help Australians with long-term investing. So to take one step backwards, a lot of you and a lot of your viewers might know Betashares as a business.
Yeah.
We're an asset manager with over 100 funds across Australia and New Zealand. Just today, I believe we crossed 55 billion in assets under management.
Wow.
And service.
And we're recording at the end of July, everyone.
Yeah, and we service over 1 million clients. So a part of Betashares' mission is to help all Australians financially progress. And one of the ways we wanted to evolve the business to deliver that mission is to get closer to the customer and to help them make better investing decisions, construct really great portfolios with the building blocks, which can include ETFs. And so Betashares Direct was born, and we built the platform with a view to just help people become better investors, introduce new technology to really innovate in the space, and to provide a low-cost solution as well to maximise performance. So what Betashares Direct offers is, first and foremost, zero brokerage access to all Australian ETFs traded on the ASX. And that's really important because we didn't just want to offer Betashares ETFs and Betashares Direct. You can access any ETF. So we're an open architecture platform.
Okay, so just on that, and tell me to shut up and let you finish your spiel if you want. There are some micro-investing platforms that might not allow gold, for example, because of the nature of the structured type product. Are there any carve-outs on Betashares Direct?
No, any ETF quoted on the ASX is available. So, and there might, and I believe most of the ETFs on the CBO as well.
Yeah, okay.
Is available as well.
Yeah.
So no, there's no carve-outs. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
In addition to ETFs, we also offer, I think it's now around 350 of the top Australian companies, so ASX shares as well, with zero brokerage access. So ETFs have proven to be, really good building blocks to help people build wealth. And so to complement access to these products, we've also built some features like Auto Invest, which helps you automate investing into Betashares ETFs with zero brokerage as well. One of the things that's a little bit different to other platforms or other brokers is we also offer managed portfolios and custom portfolios. So we'll get into that today. And managed portfolios are curated portfolios built by Betashares experts with a range of diversified options and also a range of focused thematic portfolios. And these are really great products for those who maybe don't have time to pick what ETFs and shares to invest in and want a fully automated experience, including automated investing, things like rebalancing, reinvesting income. Just a nice, set and forget long-term investing product.
Yeah.
So those are managed portfolios, and what we try to do at Betashares is, provide a guided experience there. And with custom portfolios, this is where you as the customer can actually take more control with that portfolio. So you have a particular strategy you have in mind you want to implement, or there's certain ETFs and shares you want to actually choose yourself. You can construct a portfolio with those securities, choose your own rebalancing options, own reinvesting options, and you have full control.
And I will just say, this episode, as you kind of touched on, we're not getting into the weeds of the actual portfolio and the managed portfolios that Betashares provide. I mean, if you want to send someone up, knock yourselves out, and we can do that at another time. But it is more on the structure of the actual platform itself. Yeah, sweet. Okay, so Betashares fund manager, they thought, well, we've got all this access to these cool portfolios. Why don't we try and make a brokerage account, quote unquote, or a platform, quote unquote, whatever, for our existing customers, or potentially try and carve a space in the market for new customers?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, for us, it's all about helping all Australians financially progress. And, we really thought there was a real opportunity to innovate in the space of providing a brokerage solution or direct-to-consumer investing solution. So this is a product we've built for self-directed investors. It's new technology, it's low cost, and we just wanted to provide a better experience and one that's designed for long-term investing to turn down the noise of day-to-day volatility.
Yeah. What are you most proud of with the product?
I'm most proud of, the customers using it and enjoying the experience.
Yeah.
Betashares Direct is really just about helping people build wealth so they can focus on the rest of their life, right? So, important things like family, keeping up with friends, work. And so I'm just proud that the product is helping people make good decisions. And there's a lot of content on the platform to help you make good decisions.
Yeah.
But just making the experience of investing, as simple in the sense that it's can be daunting to make the right calls, and it can be sometimes hard to implement good habits. But through design of Betashares Direct and through the technology we've built, we've just to the best of our ability automated really good habits and really good discipline with investing.
Yeah. And look, we do have a lot of questions, and we'll take as long as we can before you need to jump on a plane. But one of my first questions, and because there'll be a lot of questions that come up, and I thank you for your grace that, I've only provided you with some questions, and tell me to go away if you need to have that on notice or whatever. But how are you, because it's tech, and as tech evolves over time, there needs to be changes, adjustments, because it's like, this is what we think when we design it. We put it out in the field, and then it's like, this crap's doing that, or users want. Do you have a pool of 20 real-world users that are in some type of focus feedback group for your developers and your team?
Yeah, so one of the the better ways to build products is to put something in front of the customer and get their feedback. And so there's a few ways we do this. I would say we have what I call 2 product roadmaps when building Betashares Direct. So roadmap number 1 would be we go speak to customers and we ask them, how are you finding the experience of Betashares Direct? How can we make it better? And we get a lot of great, data points from that conversation. And then we would build features based on that feedback. As a very typical sort of way to build products.
Yeah. But though, when you say you approach customers, is it random email to all users, hey, give us feedback, or do you have a dedicated group? And the reason I just asked this because as things grow, you've got to sift out the signal from the noise. If people just whinging and it's like, no, that's actually not relevant. Versus, okay, there's a trend here. We were talking before we hit record about tech, and I've got this new Rodecaster video device, and I would think I'm an advanced user of their device, and it's new. It's the first iteration. I messaged Rode on Instagram. I'm like, do you guys have type of feedback focus group that I can be part of with the developers or the tech, just because I think I'm using it to the absolute max. If you need me, I'm happy because I want it to be better as a user. Yeah. And basically it was just some BS back to them, okay, forget it. So that's why I just asked, because it's really important to have those feedback loops and hone out the signal and get rid of the noise.
Exactly right. So, we do have a group of customers who have opted in to help us make the product better. We call it a research panel.
Yeah, cool.
And we are always, speaking to customers, and we, recruit them to this panel if they wanted to be, a part of the actual, product building experience. But your point is absolutely right. So if you just build product to the noise, how do you innovate? And this brings me to roadmap number 2. And this is what we call our omakase roadmap.
Yep.
And omakase, I'm not sure if you've, gone out for dinner at a nice Japanese restaurant.
I'm uncultured swine over here.
Oh, no, well,
I'm in a shed in Bennett's Green, remember?
I rarely get out for dinner these days myself with 3 young kids, but omakase is this, really fun way of dining where you go into a Japanese restaurant and the chef cooks for you versus you look at a menu and choose from a menu. And so the omakase roadmap is about we're product builders, we really understand the customer, we understand the technology, and also Betashares really understand wealth and investing. Let's not listen to the customer. Let's build something that we think would really help them build wealth. And it's something a customer or the market has never seen before.
But that was Steve Jobs with the iPhone vibe. Remember his quotes?
Yeah, I mean, to a degree, yeah.
I'm butchering a paraphrase. Like, no, they don't know what they want. This is what they need.
Something like that. And that's how you innovate, right?
Yes.
And so that roadmap becomes it's a big part of our process. So we go through a series of ideation and then building and experimenting and iteration, and then eventually you put it in front of the customer, and we'll see if the customer likes it. And a lot of what you see and experience in Betashares Direct comes from that omakase principle.
Awesome.
And so we've got a really exciting omakase roadmap ahead.
Is that public? Are your roadmap public?
No, not public. Yeah,
Yep.
We don't want to spoil the surprise, so to speak.
I like when you talk dirty and sexy to me. Quickly, it was an interesting thing that you said, because if you're making a product to entertain the noise, it would have to be chess sponsored.
That's right. Yeah.
And we won't go down that rabbit hole, but just talk to us to the rationale around Betashares, how it's a custody arrangement, and why that isn't the end of the world.
Absolutely. So when we were building Betashares Direct, we had to make a decision. Do we build a chess-sponsored brokerage platform, or do we build something that's new and a wealth platform, which is custodian? We felt that if we truly wanted to innovate in this space, and if we wanted to help investors build long-term wealth and offer more than just ETFs and shares that are listed on the ASX, the best thing for the customer would be to build a platform, and in doing that, it allows you to innovate. We with Betashares Direct, we offer a fractional investing experience, and so that's something you can't do. That's chess sponsored.
Yeah.
And it also allows you to pass on lower costs to the investor as well. And ultimately, it just offers a better experience. Now, there are a lot of Australians out there who really love investing on chess, and that's absolutely fine. That's there's nothing wrong with that. And it's all about security. But we've just made sure that in building this custodian model, that your assets are safe.
Who's your custodian?
So we have an independent custodian who's Citibank.
Might have heard of them.
Might have heard of them, exactly right. And it's important to remember that most of the industry is built on custody. Superannuation funds, and a lot of the the best of breed global companies and global platforms are built on custody too. So this isn't anything that's new by any means.
And I was saying every time that this topic comes up, I'll always have my spray, and it will piss the chess zealots off, and people like the entertainment. But if you're hanging your hat on chess, you better not own an ETF. You better have a self-managed super fund with direct shares. If you want to be that, and you better not own international equities.
Well, that's right. I mean, ETFs would be on custody, and US shares that's exactly right.
So, okay, that's cool. A couple of other questions before we get into the juicy stuff. Do you use it yourself personally?
Betashares Direct?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's good.
I mean, I'm a product builder, so I have an account with every single investment platform in Australia.
Yeah.
But Betashares Direct is the primary place I build wealth.
Yeah, great. And a lot of your team would use it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
If I wanted to in specie in, can I do that from another broker that might be on custody or on chess?
You can. Yep.
Is there a fee for that?
There's no fee. So to transfer ETFs and shares into Betashares Direct, there's no fee. It's a paperless digital experience. You can even edit your sort of cost history and parcels
Right, okay.
post-transferring. And what that means is when
So you
have,
can reset your cost base if you had direct equities on a HIN.
Yeah, so if you bought, say, NDQ ETF on another broker, and that has a cost price and a date associated with that, you can bring that information into Betashares Direct.
Yeah, okay.
To ensure that when you get tax reporting on Direct, and we do CGT reporting as well as income
Do you do
statement,
unrealized gains on Betashares Direct?
we're adding that information into our reporting,
Yeah.
but we don't currently show that in our
Any
tax report.
date when that could be there?
I'll say this year,
Okay.
but it'd be sooner
This
than you think.
financial year? Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right. This
okay.
calendar year.
Yeah. Oh, okay, cool.
So before that, by the time you do your next tax return with Direct, that information will be there.
Yeah, awesome.
There's this really interesting and useful tool on Direct, which is performance reporting.
Yeah.
And so we give you, your total return analytics on your portfolio.
Yeah.
So when you're transferring your assets from another broker into Direct, we want to make sure you have all the accuracy that comes with that. So, all your cost pricing and your dates so that you get updated performance from not just investments you've made on Direct, but past investments you've made with other platforms.
Yeah, the investment reporting, because I primarily came from a financial advice background and would feed investments and platforms into Xplan, and you could do really cool portfolio reports. My biggest gripe with different apps and brokerages account, and maybe it can be one of the questions for you guys, like I want to run an investment report and exclude my cash just to see what the actual portfolio did. Because I know because I'm currently using Superhero, it's got like the line and it's like if I added 40 grand in or 2 grand or whatever, the portfolio balance goes up and it's all this, but it includes like big cash movements.
Yes.
It's like, I don't care about the big cash movements.
Yes.
Piss that off from the reporting. Just show me what the actual assets did.
Yeah. We do that on Direct. We don't include cash. So,
awesome. You might have a new customer by the end of this.
Yeah, we'll see.
You might not. Do you want to buy? Here you go.
I was going to say, with cash, it's important to include it holistically because it is an asset.
You need
class
the option,
and you definitely want to get a return on cash. But yeah, the performance. What we wanted to do with Direct is, you mentioned Xplan and reporting in other platforms. We just wanted to bring that all into one place. So you get the utility of investing, you get the automation, but the reporting's all there too.
But and I guess I might be a freak and carve out of the thing, and that's the dance, like, because you've got all the data there. And if you let the engineers run wild, the UI is dog's balls, where if you go simplest and easy, well, no, I want to unselect that thing from the report and really customize it. So it is a dance, isn't it?
It is a dance, but you want to offer, one, you want to have a really easy-to-use experience, but two, you just give the control back to the customer. So I feel like I keep promoting the product here, but you can actually, choose what holdings you want to see in that report as well.
Yeah, cool. Hey, it's Glenn here. Thank you so much for watching today's video. You made it to the end. Can I ask a favor? Can you hit that like button and maybe hit subscribe if you want to get notified when we release further videos just like this one, whether you watch the Money podcast or Retire Right. And remember, if you want to learn more about investing, I've got an investing book, The Quick Start Guide to Investing, and there's a link in the description to get your hands on a copy. Thank you so much. Bye.